that's behind you.
Oh, that's my roommate's.
Okay.
It's probably got like at a Ren fair.
Okay.
I have no idea.
That's fun. Shiny.
Noah, do you have a permit for that sword?
It's actually kind of sharp.
Well, it's a sword.
Yeah, but I didn't know how real it was.
Noah touches a knife. Man, this is sharp.
Did you think it was fake?
I mean, I don't know.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Whoops.
So we're a little delayed here because Noah is dealing with heavy machinery, it seems like. He has a sword. We'll let him figure that out.
The sword has been sheathed. Is that the right word?
Yeah, that's
Sure.
Arianna, how's it going?
It's going. School's a lot. I'm tired of it.
Imagine still being in school. I've been in school in almost 5 years.
5 years?
Almost.
That's
Isn't that
wild.
crazy?
That's crazy to think about. Yeah, and I've been in school for 7 years.
Well, more than that.
Well,
in general.
College, university. No, it's fine. I'm taking some interesting classes this semester, and by interesting I mean I'm basically doing arts and crafts. I'm taking a class that's literally on crafting, and I picked a very, very difficult craft that looks so stupid because I'm bad at it. Basically, it's how you make doilies, and it's just like a bunch of loops. You don't know what a doily is?
No.
Like have you ever seen like little placemats that are made out of lace that are like dainty looking?
Doily. How do you spell that? Oh, I found it.
ILY.
Almost
Okay, I got it.
flower-esque in a way.
Yeah.
Just have that word. Yeah.
It's really freaking hard. There's no wonder that no one does it anymore. It's literally just thread and a needle, and you just make a bunch of knots, basically. This took me forever to figure out how to do. And it's not even that pretty. So, I have to have like 5 samples before tomorrow, and I have 4, so I might be doing that during this podcast. What else is up in my life? I got accepted into the PhD program because I love school so much.
Sorry.
How many more years is that?
5. But I'm doing it. I'm hoping that it won't be that much longer before I'm done with classes. Classes are what annoy me. Like, it just feels, it starts to become they're fun and interesting, but at the same time, it just feels like a bit of a waste of time. Because I'm like, I want to do my research, and it gets in the way of my research. So eventually I can just do research. But
what is your research on? Like, what is category, subject, major?
I'm doing animal-centered computing. So
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, most people don't. Sometimes it's making wearable devices that like monitor an animal's health. Mostly dogs. And then sometimes, like I'm doing another project that's focusing on like enrichment devices for elephants. So putting sensors into whatever enrichment that an animal has to monitor their behavior and that kind of stuff.
What was your major? Or what is your
It was
major?
computer engineering, and now I'm human-computer interaction. So the PhD will be in CS.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my life right now. School.
I'm about to have my 5-year anniversary of work.
Wow.
I know, at the same job.
That's exciting.
I know, I feel old.
I mean,
Daniel, didn't you just turn 27?
I can neither confirm or deny that.
I knew you were going to say some bullshit. Daniel just turned 27 also. I've been 27. I'm about, in like 2 months, I'm going to be closer to 30 than 25.
hey, 30.
And I don't like it. 25?
I was gonna say 23.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to be 23.
I just turned 25. Which is kind of crazy.
I know.
Quarter of a century, as people tell me. Means that Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't want to date me anymore.
Oh, that's tragic.
And
Is that past his age limit? I guess that's probably true.
yeah, he dates them until they turn 25 and then he drops them.
Yeah.
And then I apparently have a fully developed brain now. So.
Allegedly. Just it varies person to person.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's funny to say.
Yeah. Now you don't have to pay extra if you rent a car.
Exactly. I can rent a car. How cool. Oh, I made a chili for dinner. That's why I was late. And I was following the ingredients in the recipe, and it called for 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And I have this chili powder that is from an Indian grocery store.
Uh-oh.
So I just used it and put 2 tablespoons of chili powder.
Like tablespoons or teaspoons?
Tablespoons.
That's a lot.
It's so spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I could barely handle it. I had to put a bunch of sour cream in it.
Ew. I don't like sour cream.
What?
Isn't the concept of isn't sour cream just like milk that's chunky?
I mean, isn't that kind of like more cottage cheese?
I don't like cottage cheese either. So
I don't like cottage cheese. Sour cream's not chunky.
I prefer mobile home cheese. Thank you. I'm kidding. I don't know why it's called cottage cheese.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a cottage, so.
I assumed it would come from cottages.
What's up in your life, Noah?
Work. A lot of work.
We sound so fun, Daniel.
I know, right? Being an adult is great. I just had COVID. That was great.
Oh, that's done.
It was for the first time ever.
Really?
I know. I went 3-4 years without ever having it.
That's crazy.
It was really bad. I almost had to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I couldn't breathe. It was kind of scary, but.
Jeez.
Yeah. Get your.
Now?
Yeah, this was over Christmas and New Year's.
Okay. Damn,
Yeah.
that's scary.
Right after I went to the bowl game in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah. There was a lot of people there. It was fun.
Yeah. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't go. That's where you caught it.
Probably, but I don't know.
Probably.
Could have just been on the plane.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. What else was going on? Well, I've been working on a project for 2 years now. It's a big project. The whole company's, it's a Fortune 500 company. The whole company's transitioning from one system to another.
Mhm.
And after 2 years, we found out that the new system that we bought doesn't really work in the part of the business that I work in. And so we might have to start from scratch.
No.
It's really bad. It's really funny. I think it's really funny.
How long have y'all been working? Like, what time of work is that throwing away?
Well, 2 years, but the thing, it's not like a lot of the other parts of the business are also transitioning and it works there. It's just my part of the business, but it's like my part of the business is like purchasing. And that's like, I mean, if you can't buy.
Right. That's not.
So I think it's really funny. The people higher up, I don't think have as happy viewing it as me, but I just think it's hilarious. I mean, it's just like, we bought it from, we bought a thing from Oracle. I don't know. Did I sign an NDA? I don't think so. I didn't sign any NDA. And it's just like, it sucks. Like, they're a $300 trillion gazillion dollar company or whatever, and they can't design a good thing. And they can't fix it because, I mean, we can't just tell them to fix it and then they'll fix it. They're not going to do that, so. Yeah.
Could you imagine if you get in trouble because?
No, if someone hears this, I'd be more shocked than upset.
Someone in our company shared something that wasn't okay about Oracle on the Experience podcast.
I'm sure Branson or whatever his name is. That's his name, right? Branson? Richard Branson or whatever? I'm sure he's very upset. With his 35 yachts.
Does he listen to the Experience podcast?
Hey.
You never know.
But yeah, that's what's going on in my work right now, which is great. Daniel, how's your work? How's working for the government?
Can you share everything?
Do you work for the government?
Anything, right?
I can't share it. No, I can't really share anything. Yeah, I work for the government, and I have things I can't share.
Okay, don't share those things.
I won't share those things. Well, Arianna was asking. Not that much that I can share.
Wow, aren't you cool?
No, I mean, like, it's not. It's like,
are you
proprietary stuff? No, it's reactors.
Are you creating? I mean, hey.
The government, the government, I guess is, but not my part of the government is doing that. Where I work for is like commercial reactors stuff.
So then why can't you tell us what you do?
Top secret.
He's making
say plenty of things. No, more like new reactor design stuff. That's what I look at.
When are they gonna finish that reactor in Georgia?
I think I do have information on that I can't share.
Wait, actually?
Publicly, I mean, like, it's like, I don't really know.
They've been working on publicly, for like 50 years.
The public date is like this Q1 or whatever, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, how have you been working on this for actually 30 years?
Yes. Well, no. So Vogtle 3 just finished, or just went into service, we'll say, last year or the year before, right? Early last year, I think. And then Vogtle 4, right? There's now 4. There used to just be 2, and they're building 2 new ones. So they just finished one, and then the last one should be finished. It's supposed to be Q1 this year, but that obviously, as Noah has implied, has been pushed back tons of times. They started Vogtle 3 and 4. I don't know how long. I can get you the exact date. I don't want to say it was more than 30 years. It was maybe 10 years, maybe a little less than that.
2009.
Yeah, okay, 15 years.
15 years.
Well, was that when they started construction?
Yeah.
Unit 3 began in July. Yeah, began commercial operations in July last year. 2 reactors were under construction in 2009. So, like, this is the part that I do work with, is like the licensing process for these reactors, like how it goes through the NRC. And it's like the way that they apply, well, Vogel applied through, I'm not going to get into the details. It's honestly, it's not even interesting. But, like the licensing of nuclear reactors is not even that interesting. Even though like people I work with are like so fascinated by it. I'm like, does anyone really, but the way they apply is like, they changed the licensing process, basically, between the old reactors and Vogel in Georgia.
Well,
they applied under a different.
The Vogel 4, the grid connection was supposed to happen in the fourth quarter of 2023.
Yeah, and they pushed that back to quarter 1.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think that's probably. But I don't have anything to do with that. I don't really.
Oh, man.
That's already like done. That's like outside of the NRC. It's not really in our hands anymore. The government has nothing to do with it. Now it's all about, I guess, Southern Company, and if they can finish that up, like it's pretty much outside of the government's hands. So.
Nice.
Cool.
That's not whatever. So if you're asking what I was working on, it's not that.
Yeah. Well. So is Owen shipping off to the Middle East?
I can't disclose his exact location, but I can say that he is not in America. I don't even know. He won't even tell me. He'll be like, I'm going to go on a flight today. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I can't tell you.
Wait, so he's not in this country now?
It's like airplane. I'm going here and here. What time are you getting back? That's classified.
Basically. Yeah, he's
Is
not.
he not
He's in Italy, but he, that's where like he's stationed. But he makes trips regularly to do various military operations.
He's flying the drones.
He doesn't fly drones. He flies the plane.
I'm just kidding.
That's like a separate job.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of.
He'll be back in a couple months, I think. Yeah, April.
You will? Where?
Yeah, he'll be back in April. Huh?
Where?
He's gonna be stationed in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm.
Oh, stationed?
He's gonna be there for the next 5 years, Atlanta, Georgia.
So are you gonna come visit him in Atlanta?
Are you gonna come move here?
That was all a lie. No, he's not.
I knew you were freaking lying. He's in Washington, right?
Isn't he in the Navy? There's no station.
Yeah, it's like, why would it be in Atlanta? No, he's gonna be in Washington for 2.5 years from now. So.
And not your Washington.
No, the other Washington, yeah.
Washington
Yikes.
State?
Yeah, Washington State. For the next 2.5 years.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Yes,
In Seattle or?
An hour and a half north of Seattle. Maybe an hour north of Seattle.
Fun. How much is that flight?
The flight to Seattle from
DC.
Washington, D.C.? It's not too bad. It's like a few $100 round trip.
Oh, okay.
It's cheaper than other flights that we've taken to each other, I'll say.
What, also, Syracuse to Pensacola?
But yeah, that flight was, that one wasn't too bad, but Syracuse to Corpus Christi. Texas.
Christi. When was that?
Was where or when?
When? It was a long time ago.
That was after he left Pensacola. That area. Yeah, that flight. Well, when I took it was 500, maybe more than that. Damn, maybe 600. That one was really expensive because it was 3 different connections because you're flying small airport to small airport.
At that point, just don't go.
Okay, well, I get it.
Daniel, are you living in D.C. right now?
No, not technically. I'm living in Maryland.
Okay.
When did you move?
I'm living
New York.
farther out. It would be like saying, what's the city called? Marietta? That's not what I'm thinking of.
What about?
Atlanta's weird. I wouldn't use Atlanta as an example.
I was gonna say like Macon. It's like saying if you live in Macon, you live in Atlanta.
How far away? How far a drive is it to the DC border?
The border or like the DC proper?
Proper, yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. To get into like really DC, it would be like 45 minutes.
Okay, that's not. It takes like 2 hours to get to Macon.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean,
It's like Alpharetta.
Yeah,
all right, fine.
You're in Metro.
Alpharetta.
You're in the Metro DC area.
I'm in the Metro DC. I'm a few miles away from the last stop on the Metro train.
But, okay, when did you leave New York? You didn't answer that.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Sorry. Noah was just complaining too loud. That was in September, October-ish.
Oh. What caused the move?
I was trying to get closer to Noah, so New York to Maryland, and then,
Sure.
in a few years I'll go down to Georgia.
Yeah. Actually, though.
My old job was fine, but it was time for a new one.
Yeah,
It's a different nuclear plant?
No, because I was working at a plant before, and now I'm working for the government, the regulatory agency for nuclear plants.
So you don't actually have to go into a plant anymore?
No. I mean, going to the plant was okay. It's just,
do you go into an office?
Yeah. Well, I telework like a little over half the time, but there is an office.
Is that, did you just say telework?
Yeah, that's what the official term is.
Just say work from home. I mean, no one says telework.
I work for the government, so the terminology matters.
Did you say telework? I've literally never heard that.
I think it's all the time. It's used all the time.
Arianna, do you teleclass?
Okay, no one says that, but like telework, I feel like, I mean, maybe it's not used as often, but it's a well-known synonym of work from home.
I know. I think I only hear that used in telemedicine, though.
Yeah, like telehealth. I've heard that.
I don't think anyone else really uses that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You can find it.
I have forms. I have official government forms that say it's a telework agreement.
It's a very Gen X thing of you to say, not even millennial.
I'm just using the term. Yeah, all right. Well, I think it's used
still don't know
because
he's a millennial.
Well, it's used because you don't have to work. You can work anywhere, right? You don't have to work from home. I guess that's the distinction they want to make. Because you could say my official outside the office is a Starbucks if you really wanted to.
But work from home is also that.
Remote work.
No, but because in my agreement I have to say exactly where my outside office is, like where I am working from.
Because it's top secret.
No, no.
Would they allow you to work at Starbucks?
Yeah, if I say, if a one-time thing, I could just run it by my supervisor. But if I wanted to say my permanent, work from home would be at the Starbucks down the street, they would be okay with that as long as it meets certain requirements.
Interesting.
Wait, so are you
I don't know that
your family, Daniel?
I'm closer to my parents. My brother and sister aren't really near here. But
okay.
You have a brother and sister?
Yeah, we've covered this several times.
Yeah, wait, I don't think I knew that.
Arianna, I think you do that too. I think you met my sister. You met my parents. I don't know if you
I've met your parents. I don't think I've met your sister.
How younger, older brother, sister?
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're all younger. Everyone's younger.
That makes sense.
Yeah, see?
Are they in college?
Well, one's just finishing up this year. This will be her last year. And the other, she went to Florida State.
Gross.
Don't know.
And she's planning, I think she has a full-time job in New York City.
Wow. City girl.
Next fall. And then my brother finished college a few years ago. He's in Chicago right now.
What do you go to
So they're not really. Indiana.
Wait, really? I have two stepsisters who went to Indiana and Florida State.
Yeah,
my sister goes to Florida.
The same person.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I applied to Indiana for PhD.
See, there's only like 4 schools that anyone ever goes to. So.
Have you ever been to Bloomington,
No.
Indiana? There's nothing there. It's
Really, because if you ask anyone that went there, it's a great city with a lot to do.
there's nothing there.
Yeah, I applied to it and I'm like, I don't think I want to live in Bloomington. But yeah, Daniel, they really hype it up. They're like, Bloomington's so nice. Everyone's so kind. I'm like, what is there to do?
Well, I mean,
Or great.
to be fair, I feel like that's every college town.
They'll
hype it up, right?
Gainesville, Florida. Oh my God, it's so cool.
Every college town is the best town in America. So, and sorry, Noah, no disrespect to Atlanta.
A town.
Which is
that's not college.
I mean, we're talking about small college towns. Even like Florida State in
Tallahassee.
I was pointing on that. There's nothing there either.
Yeah, but Tallahassee at least is a city, but still there's nothing there.
Is it? I mean, okay.
It's the capital.
I mean,
It is technically the capital.
People.
Huh?
It's very spread out. I only been there once, obviously. Or not obviously, but I've only been there once, and it's very spread out.
Yeah. My sister's going there.
Bloomington has about 40 times the population of Tallahassee.
Really?
Yeah, Tallahassee just feels very low dense. Physically spread out. Like
it's just spread out.
There's not a lot of stuff.
No, I think that's wrong. Tallahassee has.
No one's gonna fact check us on this.
Yeah, no, I was just joking. I just googled Tallahassee population and it just lied to me, and I didn't think it sounded right because that doesn't make any sense.
No, Bloomington's 40 times bigger.
No, 4.
Oh, 4. I was like 40.
I heard 42.
Oh, maybe I said that, but
40 as well. So 4 maybe if we're talking about small numbers.
It's like half as big.
Bloomington is half as big as Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ish.
Okay, but neither is this, this huge city. Is all I was getting at. So, but to each their own.
Yeah, I don't think I could handle the cold in Bloomington.
Oh,
I don't even like the cold here right now. I'm tired.
The farthest north you could get is northern Georgia.
Honestly,
as far as you could go.
I might be able to go to like North Carolina, but above that, hell no.
Yeah.
Virginia's the max. Like that's pushing.
Maryland hasn't been it's been a pretty mild winter. Like it's been in the 20s a few days, but like most days it's like upper 20s, low 30s.
That's
at worst for like a month, and now it's already in the 40s.
I'm just tired of the fluctuate. Like, I want it to be either warm or cold, not both.
You want like Miami?
I prefer neither.
Well, no, I just mean like it'll be 60 degrees one day and it'll be like 30 the next, and my body can't handle it. It's very confused. No, I can't. This stuff is ridiculous. It's just like a bunch of.
I don't understand what this class like. You have a sewing class.
Basically, we learn a craft. We pick a craft and we learn it, and then we explore it and experiment with it, and then make some sort of fancy industrial design type design with it.
Oh, this is an ID.
Yeah.
Class.
Look, there's plenty of fake classes. This doesn't in the most extreme of versions of those fake classes. I can tell you, my siblings took classes such as billiards. I believe my sister is taking golf. I think my sister's going to take golf. She took one class where they sent us a BuzzFeed article.
Golf course design.
No golf, just golf.
What does that mean? Because golf course design is actually like a real major at some schools.
I know, but yeah, one class she sent like a BuzzFeed quiz that we had to do, and I asked her about it. I honestly thought more about it than she did, because I asked her about it, or where was it? I forget what it was about, but it was like, it was what holiday drink are you? And you had to do like a BuzzFeed quiz on what holiday drink you are. And I thought more because I asked her like, why are you doing this? Like I asked her, are you trying to see if we purchase these products? And she said, no, it's just promoting it. Yeah, she said, I know, it's just promoting it. I'm actually not really sure. I think he just wanted a fun project at the end of the year. And I was like, promoting what? BuzzFeed, holiday drinks. And I was talking to Owen about it. I'm like, let's dissect, like, what are they actually trying to figure out? What is this project really doing? You know, what are we linking? Are we trying to see if you buy the drink later in the future? Or is there a follow-up survey? And she's like, no, it's just a fun BuzzFeed quiz. And I'm like,
wait, I'm on Florida State's,
doing more work.
I'm on Florida State's website for the undergraduate Department of Sport Management. And there's a class just called, it is PEL 1121.
What?
Golf.
There you go, yeah.
And then there's 1131, Introduction to Billiards.
Well, my brother he did it in Indiana. So the Indiana was the billiards class, I think.
There's also bowling, golf, billiards, softball, volleyball, tennis, racquetball, soccer, basketball, flag football, ultimate frisbee, esports, and exergaming.
Esports?
Exergaming?
Are these supposed to, like, count as, like, a health credit?
I think it's just a random
these
elective.
These are elective
need, like,
courses for non-majors. So these are electives.
These are like free electives, you know.
Theory
I don't know, something ridiculous like marching band, you know.
What'd you say, Noah?
Theory and practice of baseball. That is a major. That is a major requirement.
Theory of baseball.
There's sports officiating, which is a prerequisite to.
Sports officiating.
That's like a job.
It's like it sounds like you could do that in a week. Sounds like a class you take for a week.
Well, that's probably the same as like learning how to like be a news reporter, you know.
Maybe, but maybe that has more. Yeah, I guess both have learned experience more. I was let me brag for a minute. I was in high school, I was an umpire for Little League.
Oh.
We took the training was like one day for like a few hours. That's it. They gave you a packet. You went over the basic rules. Here's the strike zone, you know, whatever, and that's it. That's all you needed.
Theory and practice of track and field.
I just love theory and practice, not just practice. Yeah. But theory.
Introduction to fencing.
Fencing.
Intermediate fencing.
Oh.
Arianna, these are your taxpayer dollars.
Aerobic dance. Dance sport.
I think my sister should get involved in some of these. Enough with political science.
So you're saying golf, they're actually going to play golf. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what her class was. It's just like she needed electives or something. But
you have to play golf in golf class, right?
PEO is physical education activities. Yes, okay, so they're actually going to play golf.
Yeah, you actually play billiards.
but but theory and practice of football and baseball, that is
practice and
physical education activities.
You probably
professional.
It's probably a combination. It's probably, one day you're in the classroom and the next day you're on the field.
Maybe you're learning different plays, formations and things.
Then there's circus activities.
Oh, I forgot they have a circus.
Man, we really missed out on this. Why did I go any of this? They just offer like math and science.
I literally could have gone for free. Why did I choose to come to Georgia Tech?
Yeah, you could have did the theory of baseball at Florida State for free.
The theory and practice of tennis also.
I could have learned billiards for free.
International sports venues.
That's a class?
The course is a study of the design and management of international sport venues. Topics include design, marketing, facility image, media, and public relations, among others. The course includes site visits and discussions of issues and challenges the venue managers face.
So like an architecture class, kind of, but also business?
No, I think it's more businessy. But I guess design, I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know that word.
What?
don't want to say it.
Gotta look it up. Yeah, he's got to make sure it's not a racial slur.
Oh my god.
Practicum.
Practicum?
Practicum in sports management.
Yeah.
I don't know that word.
Isn't that like...
It's related to telework. It's related.
There's some good classes here.
I'm gonna have to tell my sister to take some of these classes.
I know.
She quit opera, right?
Oh, that's tragic.
She transferred from Cincinnati to FSU and is now doing political science.
There's advanced self-defense / martial arts.
She heard about these other programs that she couldn't resist.
Yeah, she heard about all these classes and she's like, oh, I have to go.
Especially the basic RAD skills, self-defense for women. What is RAD?
I don't know.
Self-defense.
Arianna, if you don't know, you can't defend yourself.
RAD.
Yeah, I guess so.
RAD stands for self-defense stands for
Rad.
This doesn't tell me what it stands for.
Research and design.
Oh, no. It stands for rape, aggression, defense skills.
Oh, not research and design.
Okay. So you can learn to defend. Self-defense for women.
All right, we'll sign you up for it. We'll sign you up.
There's also a class, stretch and relaxation.
I need that. Where can I get that? Georgia Tech needs one.
I want to go esports and exergaming. Exergaming? What is that?
Do you think that people in that class have to download like Twitch or Discord or something? It's like
Everyone in the class already has Discord.
That's how they communicate. They don't have Canvas. They communicate on Discord.
They do it on Discord. The classes are on Twitch. Instead of grades, it's what is it? Whatever you donate money on Twitch. I don't know. You figure it out.
Bits.
Finish the joke.
Let's see. No, there's a bunch of movie stuff and human resource management in sports, sales, finance, analytics. I mean, that's legal issues in physical education.
That's a whole class.
I mean,
it's mostly about Florida.
In elementary school PE, I guess.
What'd you say?
I said things get messy in elementary school PE.
Do you know what college this Department of Sport Management is under? I guess it actually makes sense. It's the College of Education.
Oh, education. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fine. Where do you want to put it under?
Computer science.
I don't know.
Should be like life sciences.
Some.
God, they have so many colleges.
It's a big school.
Yeah. I didn't even tell y'all what my other class is. Love this one. So, my other class is on material-based design. So, instead of picking a craft, I pick a material. And I have to study the material and its properties and how it makes me feel, and then make some design with the material. So our first assignment, he had us write a letter to a material and had to write a letter back as the material, but that letter couldn't use any words. We had to think about how the material may interact with the paper. So.
Wait, what?
For example, I wrote to glass. I said, "Glass, I love you. I love drinking soda out of you."
Wait. And this was graded? The teacher got this?
It was not graded, but we were expected to do it and report back the next week.
Did you have to read it out loud?
We didn't have to read it out loud, but we had to show what the response was. So my response was the ring from like the wet glass with water in it. And someone else did rubber, and the response was driving over it with their tire.
What?
And we had like serious discussions based off of readings about like whether materials have inherent meaning and purpose. And it's very LMC, and I can't handle it. So yeah. That is what I have to do to get my degree.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh wow! I just found sport management has a master's program too.
Well, that makes sense.
These classes. These are actually like ones that
Makes sense.
well, not makes sense. Like sport in the media, fiscal management in sports, sport governance, issues in sport law.
Yeah.
Thesis, defense, dissertation.
We've just like done a deep dive of FSU curriculums. That should be the name of this episode.
NCAA compliance and institutional control. Recruiting. There's a whole class on how to recruit. I was trying to get the next Norvell or whatever his name is.
Georgia Tech should bring back basket waving. Underwater
basket waving, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got history of chairs. That's all we need. You ever take that?
Nope.
Me either.
Did you, Daniel? No.
History of chairs?
No.
Daniel?
No, I'm trying to think of the most fake class that I took.
Oh, that would be history of jazz for me. That was a cool class, though. That was a summer freshman class. Like, before I did anything, I was a summer freshman, and it was taught by Chip.
I TA'd that during COVID.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't think we had a TA.
I don't think he did until COVID, because he was like, I need help during these troubled times.
Oh. Good times. It was like me and a bunch of football players.
Yeah. Because it's really easy.
Freshmen.
He would give everyone A's.
I
went and saw him in
really
concert.
have any.
That was one of the things. Go see him in concert, or go see a concert.
Oh yeah.
Jazz concert, and then we all just went to see him.
Well, that assignment couldn't happen because of COVID.
Yeah,
So it was even easier.
Nice. Good times. What was that? That by far is that's probably the only like fake class. Not fake class, but like
Not fake, but like it's not hard.
Yeah,
This wasn't fake either, but it was interesting, but it was just very not traditional tech. I took a class that was on like something along the lines of like the philosophy of happiness or like psychology of, I don't remember, like theory of happiness, something like that.
Pursuit?
Something, maybe.
Will Smith?
It was pretty interesting. We learned a lot of different like.
What was like the school? What was like what was the initials? Like, was it INTA? I don't know.
No, it wasn't INTA. It was definitely like psychology, probably.
Psychology? Was that even a major?
Yeah.
What is that under?
I actually can look in my camera.
Psychology.
Like the College of Sciences.
Oh, okay.
Psychology is in the College of Science. It's a psychology course.
Where is this? I can look. Oh, it was actually BME.
Now I'm confused.
It was a 2803 BME class called, what was it called? It just says happiness on here.
It's an engineering class on happiness?
It taught about, the scientific study and pursuit of a good life through which happiness can be attained. It draws on research from recent decades that shows what elements of happiness are under our control, and to what degree it is possible to be happy and contribute to the happiness of future generations. And we looked at Eastern and Western philosophies. And dispelled common myths.
So 2083 is like a special topics, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like okay.
No, it's not like a standard class or anything.
I would think that'd be under psych. That's weird.
Yeah, I forgot that it was BME. So odd. But I also took that when it wasn't like a lockdown pandemic, but it was like the semester after, so it was virtual.
Yeah.
It was a nice break from everything else in those. That was like one of the worst semesters.
I bet. I couldn't imagine. I'm glad I got out before that.
Yeah. Because at least like the semester that it happened, everyone was like being like understanding because everything like is going to shit. But then the fall after that, everyone was like, okay, we're trying to get back to normal even though it's virtual. And so it was like just hell. And you're also just like stuck in your bedroom doing work all the time. Kind of depressing.
I definitely got saved for some grades, I think, that spring semester.
Yeah.
During COVID.
Yeah.
The professor was like, we're just going to give everyone A's. I'm like, I probably would not have gotten an A in this class. Huh?
Give everyone what?
A's.
Give everyone an A.
Oh, A's.
Not A's.
A's. Play it back. It sounds like it. Trust me.
All right, play it back.
Play it back, guys, right now.
Tanner, play it back.
Everyone listening, go back and listen. Did he say A's or AIDS?
Anyway.
Daniel, it's past my bedtime.
I know, I gotta record this, or I gotta edit this still and upload it, so.
What do you gotta edit?
Okay. Well, I have to throw in the theme song.
You don't have to edit anything.
I throw in the theme song at the beginning. Compress it down to an MP3. Yeah, it takes time.
MP3? What year is it?
Well,
I don't even know what that means.
That's definitely a common. Okay.
Still use MP3s, Noah.
What MP4?
What audio? No, MP4 would be a video. What audio format do you want me to use?
.vid.
.vid?
.vid? That'd be a video.
.odd.
Audio format. If I want to put this into an audio format, how do I compress this down?
.odd. .audio.
I do make it. I put it as an MP3, then I put it back into an MP4 to upload to YouTube. It is kind of complicated.
No, MP4 is audio too. You don't need to have video.
I can't put an MP4 into Audacity.
Wave.
That's why.
That's a real thing, right?
Yeah. I can. I think Audacity doesn't like that. Audacity likes MP3s the best, essentially.
Really? Okay.
Or I think it takes Wave, but there's no point. It doesn't take AAC.
That's very older.
That's what it doesn't take. It doesn't like AAC.
It doesn't like.
Look at what I did during this time.
For our listeners, Arianna accomplished very little.
Thank you.
What class is this?
This is the crafting class.
I know, but like what's the number? What's the?
Oh, it's like ID 6150 or something like that.
He's gonna look it up and come see.
That sounds like
it's a graduate level.
Sorry, 6520.
Crafting design methods.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an elective?
This is the show.
Yeah.
So is your major under ID?
It's interdisciplinary, so we can do class. Well, I'm in the computing track, so I have to take CS classes, but I also am required to take classes that are outside of my track. The other tracks are ID, LMC, and psychology.
Interesting.
All right.
That's it.